Right, as you may have guessed, I didn't catch anything on my last night last week. Pretty quiet, to be fair, didn't hear anything at all. It was quite cold, quite windy, very dull in the morning. But yeah, nothing happened. Over the weekend, I had the pleasure of photographing a 38.5 common from my mate Dave, and we're pretty sure it's unknown. You know, it's a lake that's been there a very long time. I'm sure people have caught it in the past, but he's caught this fish. He's had a really good run on there. He's had the big one at 47. He's just had this 38 common that none of the regulars recognise. So I've got a little bit of video footage of that for you to see. Very cool fish.
What are you saying, Blue? Big carp. Say big carp. Eh? Big carp.
Came back to Cleveland last night. Got set up just before it got dark. Managed to get one rod out, and the other two I waited sort of 2 or 3 hours into dark to put those out. The fish were going bonkers last night, boshing absolutely everywhere. I heard loads and loads of shows. They pretty much kept me up all night. But this morning, about an hour ago now, my right hand rod, ripper of a bite. I've got quite a big mirror in there. I think it's a 30-pounder. It's a fish I recognise from years and years ago, and one I've always wanted to catch. So very pleased with that. We'll get him out and have a little look. And one's just boshed just to the right of me spot. So hopefully, might even catch another one.
Right, well here he is. 30 pound on the nose. Promise I'm not lying. We've weighed him several times and he's bang on 30 pound. What a cool fish. And he's being very badly behaved, so I'm not going to hang around. I'm going to get the fish back. I've just, like I say, one's just showed near the spot, so hopefully we'll get another one today.
Right, I thought I'd do a quick update. Just had my dinner. Had a stew and mash, which is very nice. Oh, seagulls trying to kill the coots. Yeah, so not a lot has happened today. I'll reposition my rods about 3 o'clock. Basically, I've put my left-hand rod across to the far margin where there was a lot of fish showing last night. Heard some real big fish there as well. I've got that rod over there, and probably half an hour after I'd put that rod out, a big fish showed about a rod length up from it. So really good sign. And these 2 rods here to my right, they are fished out to the right hand side of the swim into the deeper water where there were quite a lot of fish showing last night. It's where I caught my fish from this morning. So I've got 2 rods out there. I've baited quite tightly over white pop-ups. Last night I had quite a spreader bait, and I think it might have took a little while longer to get a bite because of that. So I've tightened it up and I've got 2 rods out there over bait. So real confident on all three aspects. The swans have been an absolute nightmare. One spawn opened up and bait went everywhere, and that was it. They've been here for hours pestering me, so glad they've gone. I'm going to sit back in the bivvy now, and hopefully just as it gets dark they'll start showing, because that's what they did last night. Right, it's getting dark, but I thought I'd quickly update you on what's happened. So last night, very quiet. Heard 5 or 6, and they were right over the top of my sort of rods I had out to the right of the swim. But nothing, you know, the night before they showed on me a lot. It took a long time to get a bite. Whereas last night and this morning I didn't get a bite at all. It was a lovely morning, very misty. It's been quite warm and bright today. But yeah, beautiful morning. Mist rolling for quite a while, but it was all in all pretty quiet from what I saw. The big common, Chester, which is the one I've sort of wanted to catch the most, that came out this morning from sort of a bit round the corner in one of the swims. Yeah, literally next swim round. So yeah, that's a bit of a gutter, but one of those things, you know, it's only my 2nd trip back, so I'll take that one on the chin. But it's been a nice day, it's been quite warm, we've had a good look round. Haven't seen much at all, to be fair. The only thing I've actually seen is the big mirror, Hendrix. He's showed in front of me 4 times. That was the only fish I saw today. I'm hoping not to catch that one. I caught that 9 years ago or whatever it was. So yeah, hopefully that one will stay away and we'll catch a different one instead. I've had fish go over my left-hand rod about an hour ago, right over the top of it, and that's only in about 6 foot of water, so I'm confident on that one. And I've had a fish show just beyond the 2 rods I got out to the right of my swim as well. So it's a few about All the anglers from this end have either gone home or moved down to the other end. So I'm the only one up this end now. That end's really busy. And the rods are out there sweet. So fingers crossed, I've got the old Els pals out there again, and hopefully they won't let me down. I've packed most of my gear away, it's all in the car, and I'm going to pack the rest of it up just in case I hear them late tonight. You know, if I do hear fish round the corner where the big one got caught, I will move round there tonight if they're there. So I've seen a few here, but it was quite quiet here last night in comparison to my first night, so I will definitely be ready to move. I've got to be off early, about 7:30, so not long left, but definitely going to try and make the most of it.
Right, all in all, relatively quiet last night. Did see and hear a few fish, and I had one go over near my left-hand rod, and I had 3 or 4 go over sort of just beyond the right-hand rod. But that was about it. It was much quieter than the first 2 nights, that's for sure. I did manage to catch one, common of about 18 pound. That was on the left-hand rod, and since having that fish, I have seen one, quite a good fish as well, go over the top of that rod, and I saw another one out 3 times heading in that direction. But not far away from it either, so I'm confident with that rod still. And the other 2 rods, I've now switched over to zigs. I've got a few hours left, I'm off at about midday-ish, so I've put them on the zigs. They're out in the deep water, pink pop-ups, got them at sort of 8-9 foot, but you know, the water's quite clear. There's definitely fish over in that deep water. I think they're just sat a lot off the bottom a lot of the time. So put those zigs out there for a couple of hours. It's been very grey this morning, quite eerie at times, you know, fog everywhere. Very grey, very quiet on the whole. So yeah, I'm going to hang it out. It's brightening up a bit now, sun's in the eyes. Like I said, I've got a few hours left, and I think if I get a bite, it'll be on one of the zigs, but we shall see. I'm certainly going to leave with a smile on my face, because I think there's only been 3 fish caught while I've been in it. You know, the 2 I've had and the big common. You know, I'd love to have caught that big common. I really would have, but the fish I've caught, I'm really pleased with, and it's been very busy and quite tricky to get a bite. So, you know, I can leave happy with my efforts, and I'm sure I'll return soon enough for another go. I think I've just broken my receiver. It's not very good. I don't know. Right, we'll have to sort that out. So I'm back down Cleveley. I came back. I actually did Friday night as well. It's Wednesday morning now, but I came down Friday night. Got here late. Missus was out, so yeah, I came down here. I say turned up in the dark. A lot of fish showing down the bottom end of the lake, and that's where I fished. Fished on the bottom overnight, and then switched to zigs in the morning. Stayed till about 12 o'clock. Didn't catch anything. You know, one of them, saw a lot of fish, mainly beyond me, but I did have fish on me as well. Yeah, sort of expected to get one, didn't, which has sort of been the story this week as well. It's not been too busy, the lake, but all the anglers have been down the bottom end, so have I, and I've just done 2 nights down there. First night was very, very foggy, quite warm as well, like 12 degrees, and I had probably the best bite of 150 odd shows in front of me. It was absolutely crazy. And of the 4 lads that were there, I'm pretty sure nothing got caught. So all show no go at the minute. It's very deep down that end. They just seem to be boshing around and not really getting caught. Been odd fish plucked, but even, you know, since I've been on here, I'd say there's only been probably a dozen fish caught from the whole syndicate. So it's not fishing great at the minute. I'm sure they're going to liven up soon. They're very active. They're just not eating a lot, it seems. And last night I was back down that end again, and I fished zigs all night. You know, I just thought I've got to try something different. They're not really getting caught off the bottom, so I tried zigs all night and didn't catch anything last night. So it's one of them. I've had my dog with me. First couple of nights he's ever done, so he's had a wonderful time. He's been running through the bushes so much he's damaged his tail, something called limp tail syndrome or something they get.
and they've been wagging the old tail too much. He's been hours and hours of rummaging through the trees and he's done himself no good. So I've just took him home, and I've got another few hours. I'm going into work at midday today. I've booked a half day off because I did catch a fish yesterday stalking up this end of the lake. So I'm at the opposite end of the lake as well. I've been fishing over night time and did catch a fish up here yesterday, probably 18, 20 pound. So hopefully then the fish will turn back up in that area again. I've got the rod back out before they arrived. Yesterday they were already there when I put the rod out and it took a long time to get the bite. So I put it out nice and early today. Dog's at home and it was a first frost last night. So it's very bright blue skies. It's supposed to be quite warm, 10 degrees or so, but last night was very cold and we've had our first frost. Certainly the first frost I've fished in, so we'll see. I'm hoping they turn back up. I'd be surprised if the cold will prevent them, but if anything's going to stop them, it would have been the temperatures last night. But I've got a pretty good feeling that the one rod I have got out is going to do me one more fish before I go yet. So we'll see. I've been a little bit slack on the old video diary this session, but like I said, I've been running around trying to make something happen, and I have managed to nick one. But hopefully we'll catch one more and I can spend the rest of the day filming a nice 40-pound comment. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Right, well, nothing happened at the end of my last trip. I hung it out to about midday, and when I checked the rod, all the bait was gone. Rig was still there, all the bait was gone. There was a moorhen knocking about, but I've got a pretty good feeling that, well, a pretty bad feeling that I got cleaned out because I were carp about. So took that one on the chin, went home, and over the weekend I went to a place called Blasford Hill. It's a day ticket fishery, not too far from where I live, and I had a big social there with a load of friends from school that I've not fished with for donkeys, so that was really cool. My team won, of course. You know, we had the best team and we won, deservedly. So yeah, that was really good fun. And I've come back down to Cleveland Mere where I've been fishing the last few weeks today. Sorry, yesterday I came here. It's Tuesday today, so I got here yesterday on the Monday. Got here quite late, a couple of hours before it got dark, and I'm fishing all the way down the bottom end of the lake. Very deep area where I was the other week. So I did the night there, heard a few fish. Nothing happened this morning. So I've gone for a look round, found some fish in a small bay, and I managed to catch one. It's the same place I caught one from the other week, and I had a 29-pound 2-ounce common. So yeah, that's cool, really pleased with that. Don't think there's been anything else out while I've been here, but the pressure dropped at the weekend while I was on that social, and it did 730s to 39. So my mate had 5 of them in a day or something like that, 5 30s in 24 hours. So it kicked off, went a bit mental. Pressure's gone back up, it's gone really cold. It was freezing last night, but the pressure's going to drop again tonight. We've got a load of rain coming, so weather's bang on. Looks really good. I've caught one, so I'm feeling confident. And the rod is back out. It's back in that little bay where I've been seeing these fish, and it will stay there for probably another hour, hour and a half. And then I'm going to go down the bottom end and ping my rods back out for the night, sit in the bivvy and await the rain, because like I say, it's going to go mental tonight. So I'm going to get them out, get as much gear as I can into the car as possible, and then I think probably spend the night hidden up in the bivvy. But hopefully, still hoping that big common ain't too far away.